Welcome back to the Pain Game with a bit of fight news for you today, fight fans. We got Conor McGregor's crazy live stream, just clip after clip all over social media. We're going to react to that. First, we're going to talk about Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia 6 months after their fight. What a crazy situation that is as well. Before I start though, don't forget, October 12th, we are going to be live from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for one of the best fights in a generation. Bivol versus Beterbiev, and the card is a fucking amazing card. I can't wait for this one. You can watch it on DAZN, DAZN.com/TrueGeordie, and we will be live keeping you company throughout the action. But we're going to start with Devin Haney, because he is suing Ryan Garcia for battery. He did get battered, so he might have a case here, although it wasn't a licensed boxing match. Fraud and unjust enrichment from his April 20th fight. Now, you'll all remember that Ryan Garcia tested positive for a banned substance. The fight was ruled a no contest, and the loss that Devin Haney received, his first loss on his record, was chalked off. But you can chalk a loss off. What you can't do is remove the beating that he received from the minds of the people, right? We all seen it. And honestly, since doing some research, I think that Ryan Garcia is kind of being hard done by a little bit here. Don't get me wrong, Ryan Garcia is in charge of what goes into his body, and he fucked up. You got to be meticulous with everything you're taking as a fighter, and there was mistakes made, quite clearly. But do I think he was intentionally cheating? Probably not. Dana White came out and he said that his experts, who are, in my opinion, the best in the fight game, had looked at the whole case and said that it was probably a contaminated supplement that he'd taken, because he passed so many drugs tests leading up to this fight, which is the best time to be taking the performance enhancers, because, you know, during the training camp is when you're putting in those grueling rounds. You want to be at your strongest. So to feel it like 24 hours before a fight just does not add up. And the kind of substance he took, it wasn't one of the ones that would be easily under the radar. It was a very easily detectable substance, and one that at that time frame would have provided such little benefit in such a small quantity. It wouldn't have made any sense for it to be in his system. And this is from the experts. This isn't my opinion. This is from watching plenty of people talk about it who know far more about this shit than I do. So I'm not trying to cover for this guy because I like him, because you know, he's pissed me off a lot in the last few months. The reality is Devin Haney didn't have an answer for the left hook, and to be honest, the real advantage he was probably getting in that fight was the fact that he missed weight. He didn't try and strain himself down to the bare bones the way Devin Haney did, and he got like a 3 pound weight advantage, which he paid a penalty for, which I believe was in the region of $1 million. And Devin Haney agreed to that disadvantage, agreed to go on with the fight, and the fight happened, and we've seen what happened. Now, according to the lawsuit, it's saying Devin Haney didn't consent to having a fight with a guy on performance enhancing drugs, otherwise he wouldn't have gone ahead with the fight. Now, I can see already that Ryan Garcia's argument can easily be, I didn't know that that was in my system. That is a pure accident. There's nothing I could do about it. Yada, yada, yada. They're also throwing in the fact that Ryan Garcia said he was high as fuck during his bout, which is clearly bringing the sport of boxing into disrepute. The lawsuit alleges that Haney suffered physical injury, reputational damage, which is the amount of millions of dollars, and emotional and mental distress. Reputational damage. You're suing him for reputational damage. You're damaging your own reputation. Do you know what you're doing here? This was a fight, motherfucker. Emotional and mental distress. Give me a break. The thing is, with all the research I've done and hearing so many experts say that this would have given him no advantage whatsoever, it doesn't fit the narrative. If you're Devin Haney's dad and his group, you're going to want to blame the loss as much as you can on the fact that he was on steroids. It's the easy way out. And honestly, it's pathetic, especially when you hear some of the things that were said before the fight by Bill Haney himself.
Enough's enough. I told my son, go in there and kill him. And that's what it's gonna be. So any parents or if you don't want your kids to watch this shit, then put them to bed. Because that's what we're gonna put Ryan to. We're gonna finally put him to bed and that bullshit that he's been doing. Ain't no boxing.
That seemed pretty serious to me. That seemed like a threat on Ryan Garcia's life, by the way. Ain't no boxing shit. Legally, I'd be very careful, Bill.
All the gloves is off. Devin ain't going to box you, Ryan Garcia. He's coming to kill you.
I mean, that seems like a threat. Again, there's multiple threats out there from Bill Haney saying that we're going to murder Ryan Garcia. Doesn't look good, like? Doesn't look good? But old Bill seems to have changed his tune now, according to his recent video.
Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions were awarded $1 million for damages for the fight Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia on April the 20th. I ask one question is why would Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions receive $1 million in damages? What damages did they occur?
He's wanting the cash for himself, for his son. I get it, but mate, it's a terrible look when you're crying about your boy taking an arse whooping when you're supposed to be this gangster, mate. You better drop the fucking gangster act from this day on, mate. This is embarrassing.
For that, Devin Haney Promotions and me, we thankful to Devin Haney and stepping up and allowing us to do our job with Devin Haney Promotions.
Trying to take the heat off of Devin here. He's trying to say, we're doing it on behalf of him. But we all know the way Devin Haney is. And it's a shame because Devin Haney gained so much respect in the way he took the beating and kept on going. I really thought, fair fucking play like. But now, he's just flushing all of that credibility he gained down the fucking shitter.
So with that saying, the suit stands and Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum, I'm ashamed that you as an attorney also would advise that fighters don't sue. I mean, haven't you been sued before? Marvin Hagler, Terrence Crawford.
What difference does that make?
Lawsuits are part of business. Welcome to boxing and the Devin Haney era.
There is no Devin Haney era. The kid got smashed, mate. And you know what? If he really thought that it was just the steroids, and that it ain't, that's not how the result would have played out, he would have demanded a rematch. He would be begging for a rematch. He's not. In fact, I've seen him multiple times in different interviews where it looks like the furthest thing from anything he wants to do is get back in the ring with Ryan Garcia. He looks fucking terrified. Another bad look for him, by the way. It's funny because you're talking about, you know, battery. You could see during the fight, Ryan Garcia signaling to Bill Haney after he drops Ryan Garcia previously, saying to Bill, stop the fight. You're going to let him carry on? I'm going to just drop him again. And Bill didn't act. And fair enough. But, like, you're acting like your boy's so mentally scarred and damaged from all of this. You could have fucking stopped it. And apparently, he's even asked his own to remove the footage of the fight because it never happened. Oh, it's bad. This is terrible. Someone's pointed out that Devin put hands on Ryan before the fight even happened. Ryan could counter-sue quite easily. It shows the hypocrisy of Bill Haney's energy pre-fight of, I want to kill this man, to now, they're trying to kill my baby. Where do you switch up like this? How are you going to get off doing that, mate? You're a joke. Let's be honest with what's really going on here. They tried to do the Floyd Mayweather game plan. He's a very defensive boxer. He's a very safety first and often boring to watch boxer, but you have to make people care about you, so you use the zero. I've never been beaten. That's why you should watch me. Don't watch me for the actual fight. No one, your boxing purists might watch you, but the masses are who buy the pay-per-views, and they're who you've got to rope in. And the only reason anyone would watch a Devin Haney fight is, will he finally lose? When he lost that zero, he also lost any reason for any big pay-per-views because no one needs to fucking watch this kid fight anymore. And I love that because I hate those safety first fighters, to be honest with you. I know a lot of boxing purists love them. I couldn't give a fuck. I want some action when I watch people. And as much as Bill Haney wants to pretend like the boy's the face of boxing, mate, you fucking know fine well, just by this lawsuit, you ain't getting those big pay-per-views anymore. Because Ryan Garcia is the real face of boxing in that generation. As much as I don't like what he said and done, you can't deny, in the ring he's action-packed, out of the ring he's fucking crazy. He brings pay-per-views. You brought a shit game plan, you got your ass kicked, and you're hanging on to everything and anything to try and undo what happened. Accept reality, mate. Or get in the ring and change reality. But this shit, it's embarrassing. And in all my years watching fighting, I've never seen a camp take a loss worse than this. You look at the way Anthony Joshua just got starched by Daniel Dubois, and guess what? He's trying to get a rematch immediately. That's how you take a loss. Even if he's fucking crazy, we'll all respect it. Get in the fucking ring with him. Settle it like a man. You got to think, if you're a boxer out there and you get a Devin Haney camp reaching out for a fucking boxing match with you, you better think twice, because you may end up in court afterwards if you beat the shit out of this kid. And by the way, for people thinking that I'm underplaying the level of the drug use and all of that, if Ryan Garcia had tested positive for like multiple drug tests throughout this camp, clearly gaining an unfair advantage, then I'd be a lot more lenient towards what's going on here. What this is a denial of reality, and I'm sick of it. They're acting like Ryan Garcia was a fucking 300-pound juice head in there with him. But let's never question again why Devin Haney gets booed whenever he's on screen at any of these events. He's unlikable. He can't take a fucking loss like a man, and the whole way he even wins fights isn't even enjoyable. So fuck this guy. And he already got $1 million or whatever it was for Ryan Garcia missing weight. Ryan offered that to him before they even fought, and that's not enough. You know what I mean? He's then wanting more out of the kid. Give us a break. Now on to Conor McGregor, who did a live stream. It was like an advertising thing for a brand he must be working with. And it's ironic because, you know, I work with brands, right? So I understand how these things work. And you're looking at the live stream. They've got 388 subscribers. They put the Notorious in the title. They haven't actually put Conor McGregor in the title. Bit of a rookie move. And again, it's just a classic example of a brand spunking money on these big name celebrities, you know, athletes. I've fought more recently than him with no real payoff, right? Because the only thing that came out of this is a bunch of clips of McGregor acting like a lunatic and no brand awareness whatsoever. So whoever is the marketing strategy behind this, you just need a real think about where you're spending your money and what you're doing with it, because there's easier ways to spunk money up the wall. So let's take a look at old Conor and how he's getting on these days.
Last month with big wins, I won on Spain in the European.
He's looking great.
In the European Cup, I won Nate Diaz over Jorge Masvidal. And I won Argentina winning the Copa America, and I won a huge treble on the day of Carlos Alcaraz.
This kid who's with him is actually making this stream already fantastic, because you can see he's like McGregor's like almost lecturing him about what he's been winning.
And then Spain to beat England and Argentina to beat Colombia, and all of them came through with $100 grand on it and won 4 million. So I'm up about 7 million here in this jewel bit, yo.
Don't ask him about his losses. Just leave that. To
the creamiest stout in the land.
It's him. Right in his face. It was right in his face. I've worked with gambling brands plenty of times, right? And like one of the main things that they say illegally, we don't want anyone drinking while gambling on camera. It's not a good look, right? So just don't. It's like way high. I don't know if this is allowed or whatever the fuck, but I'm assuming like it's not legal to do that advertising wise. Who knows?
You don't know 50,000?
50 G's, my man, yeah, because what's that to me? What's 50 G's to me?
Nothing.
Not a thing, and I keep me humble.
Another thing they also say is gamble responsibly.
I could play a free card. What do you think? I'm not stand on 19. Stand, come on, stand.
He's wired. He's absolutely wired.
Stand our ground, yeah. Sometimes don't step back and throw the shot. Don't even go forward and throw the shot. Stand your base. It's the space is your space, yeah? And meet them. Whatever he throw, whatever he come at you with, meet them with the shot, yeah?
We didn't win, we didn't lose.
So what, broke even? Happy days. 50 G's still on the line. Go ahead, carry on. Next hand, yeah?
I think he's a dick, right? But fucking hell, he's entertaining. He used to be funny because he was trying to be funny. Now he's just fucking hilarious whether he's trying to be or not.
Few big hands are up millions. I make more dough than a bakery, I do, yeah? I'd love to see Chandler deal with it, to be honest. I don't have this thing with him. We have to settle this, me and the little fool of a thing. Do you know what I mean? So, let's see how it goes. It is what it is, whatever is the case.
Quick little blackjack. 21.
Matt again 21, so that's what? How much did I win there? Another 50 and something else on top. If you get a blackjack, you win extra, do you? There's big dough coming, folks, from the Mac Daddy, you know it. God bless the lolly. God bless the cheddar. And the fucking lack of needing it.
What? I don't know what the fuck I'm watching here. Like, it's like this weird QVC style, like, TV show where the guy's off his tits in the middle of it.
They're nice glasses. These are is the Versace Notorious B.I.G. glasses, yeah? Biggie himself wore these. So you know yourself, that's what I'm representing. I got them off Donatella Versace herself. She gave them as a gift.
He's kind of obsessed with brands and like what he's wearing and all that. And like everyone likes nice things, but his obsession to it is more than anyone I've ever seen before. I'm surprised that shit is still a thing for him. Like when he first got rich, he was all about the money, all about the brands. And I got it. When you first start making money, speaking from personal experience, and you've come from nothing, it's an unbelievable feeling. But it's a feeling that should wear thin pretty quickly if you're mature and you're growing beyond that, internally growing, you know? And I feel like something's not quite happened what should have happened yet, which is that growth beyond the brands and beyond all that. You see a lot of people who are extremely wealthy, way beyond Conor McGregor even. You see eventually that shit means nothing to them, and they're on stage, you know, these big wealthy businessmen just wearing any old stuff because it doesn't matter to them anymore. They've outgrown it. And he's still sort of trapped in that little boy mentality of shiny things or what it's all about. It's nice to have those things, but the obsession with them is unhealthy. And people might think I'm overanalyzing him, but let's be real. He's always banging on about this sort of shit. I'm blocked now from his Instagram, but I remember it was a fucking watch every other day. It was constantly like materialistic.
It's a different world without the gloves. But in the gloves, the big gloves, the tens. Bibble and your man Berbatov are probably two of the baddest.
He's absolutely right. They are fucking class. I can't wait for that fight, right? But he's mentioning bare knuckle. I do have to give him credit. When it comes to his whiskey, his stout, investing in bare knuckle, as a businessman, he's done fantastically well, Conor. So I'll never take that away from him. But you see him in these states so regularly. Why bother fighting? If you want to be the party boy, just fucking embrace it and say, yeah, he's the new Dan Bilzerian. He's out to get shit-faced every night. Fuck it. But it's this halfway point of still thinking he's an athlete and still a competitor, still calling out fighters after not fighting for years on end. Why?
I might put down 12 cans on this stream. What do you think? Hit the 12-can mark. Only the real G's can hit the 12-can mark, yeah? 3 packs of Asda, 5 blips. You can't go wrong. Forge Irish stout. Look at it,
Funny things.
as cool as it gets.
You know you're pissed when you're putting your sunglasses over your can and saying, that's the coolest can.
I'm at the switch and all, fair enough. Did you see that hand?
Gamble responsibly.
What do you think about Bilal Muhammad as a champ? Oh, he's woeful. I want to fight him. Let's schedule. Okay, Chandler's match. Bilal McGregor, UFC welterweight world title fight on the line. I've knockouts, multiple knockouts in at 170. I'm a force to be reckoned with at 170.
I think he's got one knockout at 170, which was against that old dude who everyone knocks out. Forgive me, I don't mean to be disrespectful. Donald Cerrone, yeah. He's got one knockout at 170 against a guy who never really should have been a 170 pounder and hasn't fought in, what, 3 years? Over 3 years. A title shot at a weight you barely even got wins at. He's crazy.
This man hasn't even got a knockdown in UFC history. Not one knockdown. It's embarrassing, to be honest, you know.
It's not a bad point, like, you know, for a UFC fighter.
Kind of slow a roll on a person, yeah, because you just don't give a bollocks. They're all bones in the thing. There's not, you don't be interested. Come to me, boy. For the strap, yeah. Yes, please. Yeah, next time here. Stall it, Dana and the lads. Hit up Torgy.
Just to be clear, Bilal Muhammad would grab Conor McGregor, take him down, and beat the living daylights out of him. But it's getting to a point where he talks so much trash about the other fighters. I just want to see him back for one fight. Let him get destroyed. Whatever happens, happens. Just let this end. I just need a conclusion to this whole nonsense that is going on now. Because if he pulls it off, it'd be fucking amazing. But the reality is, I'm just sick of him calling people out as if he's still the guy he was 9 years ago.
Oh, you know, they came to me and said, do you want to deal with the lads? He said, what do you think? I said, I don't know. And then I kind of just left it at that. I was, I had the title fights and whatnot. And then the lads got match fair play to them. I'll be there to watch it.
I don't know what the thing. I don't know. He's so funny, mate. Honestly, I can't even fucking hate it at this point. Shout out to Ben, by the way, who's actually fighting in that fight.
Keep the fucking Mia running, yeah? Mia used to drive the Joe Maxi around.
He'd be a good streamer. I can't even fucking lie. He'd be a great streamer. Like, just get him absolutely hammered and put the camera on and fucking go.
How do you think you would beat Ilya Abturo? I grab him by the scruff of the chest and slap that little nose off him, yeah? Little ding-dong of a thing.
Ding-dong. Oh, that's why he's walking around with these cigars.
Screenshot that, yeah? Screenshot. I'll smoke you, yeah?
This is fucking mental, this.
What weight do you think I am? What weight do you think I am?
12 stone, dripping wet.
Obviously, the last one I was coming down to 170, but I was above 170. Yeah, I don't know what I am now, to be honest. I'd say I'm about 185, to be honest with you.
Let's see how bad it is by the end. Let's just see.
Partner with our bro, Jim King. Yup, Jay. Jay and Jim King, baby. I'm up on the yoke. I'd love the kid. Get the kid going, bro. We're rocking. It's coming soon on the Mac Life.
I think it's time Conor just sack the fighting idea off. Stick to his QVC stuff. Do that. Get a fucking spliff on the go. Get hammered. And just let him talk. Just let him go. I love it. Well, that's all I've got time for today. Don't forget, we're going to be live October 12th from Riyadh. Bivol versus Better Biev live on DAZN. It's going to be a stacked card. Can't wait for it. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the Pain Game YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.